Hi there. Today I will be showing off my green elf beatdown deck. Um, it consists of about 74 to 78 cards last time I checked. Um, first card, actually, we have about 20 to 24 mana in here. First card, Ancient Silverback. It is a 6/5. It tap 1 green mana, regenerate, and it costs 6 to play. Next card, Test Colossedon. It is another 6/5, and it as well costs 6 to play, but yet it's not as good as Ancient Silverback. Then again, the older cards were a little bit more bull. Next card is called Symbiotic Elf. Costs 4 to play. It's a 2/2, and whenever it is put into the graveyard from play, put 2/1/1 green insect creature tokens onto the battlefield. Then you got another one. I got copies of multiple copies of most of these cards in here. Elven Riders. It can't be blocked by creatures with flying and or wall, or it can only be blocked by creatures with flying and or walls. It's a 3/3 and it costs 5 to play. Then you got Giant Growth. It's a pretty common card. Costs 1. Target creature gets +3/+3 until end of turn. In all honesty, it could be a real game changer. Next card, Elvish Mystic. It's kind of like Llanowar Elf. Costs 1 to play. It's 1/1. And it has tap it and get a mana of any color. Or a green mana for just tapping it. Next is a Overrun. What it does is it costs 5 to play. Creatures you control get +3/+3 and gain trample until end of turn. Next card, it is from the Innistrad block. This is actually a very intriguing card. It costs 7 to play. It's an 8/8 with trample, and whenever it dies, exile it, then return 2 creature cards at random from your graveyard to the battlefield. Here's the card I was talking about earlier, Llanowar Elf. Costs 1, tap it, gets you 1 mana of any color. It's a 1/1. You got Elvish Archdruid. It is a 2/2 for 3, and other elf creatures you control get +1/+1. Has tap, add 1 green mana to your mana pool for each elf you control. Got another Elvish Mystic, and another Llanowar Elf. These kinds of cards are very crucial to any kind of green deck, and if you can get them if you can get cards like this in any of the other colors, try to. They're very crucial. Next card is Nessian Wild's Ravager. Costs 6 to play, tribute 6. It's a 6/6, and whenever it enters the battlefield, if a tribute wasn't paid, you may have it fight another target creature. Which tribute, as long as this creature, or as this creature enters the battlefield, an opponent of your choice may place 6 1/1 counters on it. And if they do not choose, well, you get the other ability. Here's a card from whenever enchantments got really big in something called Plains Chase. It's called Predatory Urge. It costs 4 to play. Enchanted creature has tap. This creature deals damage equal to its power to target creature. That creature deals damage equal to its power to this creature. So pretty much, it's kind of like a Prey Upon. it's very useful in some opinion, or in some situations. Um, Next card, Woolly Loxodon. Chose it just because it was a big beastie. It's a 7-drop morph for 6, 5 of any color, and 1 green, and it's a 6/7. Other than that, and honestly, the morph is useless for this one. Next card, it's called Spider Silk Armor. Costs 3 to play, and whenever or creatures I control or you control get +0/+1 and have reach, which that is very good if you're going against a deck like Angels or something like that. Next card, Azuri's Archers. Has reach, and whenever it blocks a creature with flying, it gets +3/+0 until end of turn, and it's 1 mana. And as well, it's a 1/2. Priest of Titania. It is a 2-drop, 1 green, 1 of any color. It has tap, add 1 mana to your mana pool for each elf in play. Play this ability as a mana source. It is also 1/1. So this and Elvish Archdruid are going to be crucial together, because if you got somebody popping out burn spells that will sit there and just do 1 damage, 1 damage, 1 damage, they could kill this with no problem. Let's see. Okay. Terra Stomper. It's a very, very fun card, especially whenever you're going against somebody that likes to counter your cards. It costs 6 to play. It can't be countered as trample, and it's an 8/8. No wonder it's a rare. Next card, another Elven Riders, which those have come in handy quite a few times for me. Blanchwood Armor. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each forest you control. Now, if you're not running a pure green, I do not recommend this card. It's not something you want to be running 2 colors of. You got another Elvish Mystic, and I will tell you now, most of the cards in this deck revolve around getting mana, or they're just beatdowns. It's really fun, actually. Greenweaver Druid. It is a 3-drop, and it has tap, add 2 green to your mana pool. It is a 1/1. Another Llanowar. Titanic Growth. Costs 2 to play, and target creature gets +4/+4 until end of turn. Next card, Alpha Status. This is fun whenever you're using mostly one type of creature. Enchanted, it's a 3-drop. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 for each other creature in play that shares a creature type with it. So it could be an elf, it could be a goblin, it could be a hydra, it could be like a warrior soldier, it could be anything, and as long as they're combined or have any sort of creature type shared with it, it gets that +2/+2 bonus. Heedless One. Costs 4 to play, has trample, and its power and toughness are equal to each of the number of elves in play. Next card. Most people say it wrong just because it's easier to say it. Most people say it neutralize. It's actually called naturalize. It costs 2 to play. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. That's come in handy quite a few times too. Let's see. Crosian Drover. Costs 4 to play. It's a 2/2, and creature spells you play with converted mana cost 6 or more cost 2 colorless less to play. Got another Heedless One, an older version of Naturalize, Overrun, and this is a fun one. Elder Scale Worm. Costs 7 to play. It's a 7/7. Has trample whenever it enters the battlefield. If your life total is less than 7, your life total becomes 7. As long as you have 7 or more life, damage that would reduce your life total to less than 7 reduces it to 7 instead. In other words, you cannot win, you cannot lose. If you have or cards that give it hexproof or indestructible, those are killer combos. I have an Avacyn Angel of Hope. It gives all creatures or all permanents you control indestructible. And then I have another one which you'll probably be seeing in a second that gives all creatures hexproof. Next card, Thorn Elemental. It's a 7-drop, 7/7, and you may have it deal its combat damage to defending player as though it weren't blocked. So it's kind of a better version of Trample. If it were blocked by a bigger creature, it would still hit the other player for 10 or 7 or however many you put it for. Next card called Pine Walker. Costs 5 to play. It's a 5/5 with a morph cost of 5. And whenever it or another creature I control is turned up, whenever it or another creature I control is turned face up, untap that creature. Or untap. Yeah. Another Naturalize. Might of the Oaks. Costs 4 to play, and target creature gets +7/+7 until end of turn. Another game changer. I think they only made a few of these in the white border. Kahili Hydro. It costs 8 to play, but its ability states that it costs 1 green less to cast for each green creature you control, and it has Trample. It is an 8/8. It is very, very fun to play if you're running a quick deck. Another Llanowar. Natural End. It's kind of like Naturalize, but it costs 3 to play, and you gain 3 life as well as killing off an enchantment or artifact. Next card, Archetype of Endurance. Creatures you control have hexproof. Creatures your opponent control lose hexproof and can't gain hexproof. Or can't have and gain hexproof. It is a 6/5. Next card, another Green River Druid, another Alpha status, Wirewood Elf. It's pretty much like Elvish Mystic or Llanowar, but it costs 2 to play, and it's a 1/2 instead. Next card, another Elvish Mystic. Next card, Copperhorn Scout. That is a fun little card. Whenever it attacks, untap each other creature you control. It is a 1-drop, 1/1 green elf scout. And it saved me on quite a few occasions. Got another Blanchwood, another Copperhorn. Well-Wisher. It's a 1-drop, it's a 2-drop, 1/1, and you tap it, and you gain 1 life for each elf in play. That comes in handy too, especially if you got cards that double the amount of life that you get for each card. Another Elvish Archdruid. And then you got Omnivore or Hydra Omnivore. Costs 6 to play. It's an 8/8. It's from, I think, the Commander set. Yeah. And whenever it deals combat damage to an opponent, it deals that much damage to each other opponent, which comes in a lot of help. You got another Azura's Archers and another Wirewood. Let's see. Priest of Titania again. As I said at the beginning of the video, that there would be quite a few reproductions of cards in here. Another Titanic Growth, and another Tusked Colossedon. And that pretty much completes my elf deck. It's more so just an elvish beatdown than just a pure elf, because as you saw, there's quite a bit other stuff going on with it. Alright, I hope you enjoyed my video, and please subscribe, hit that like button, let me know if you want more.